welcome. What a great day. Fridays are never bad days, let me tell you what. Well, I guess some people do have bad Fridays, but when bad things don't happen, Fridays are never bad. That was redundant, but yet awesome at the same time. Everyone, make sure you go on Instagram at 4th1 Podcast, DM the show's podcast to wish Duke, the mascot, a very happy birthday, as today is his 6th birthday. You saw him run up the stairs during my intro. So today is, as he would say, Duke Christmas, because he gets presents. You can kind of hear his toys squeaking in the background. And there he is. There's the birthday boy right there. So he's having a drink for his birthday. We're going to get you all slated for the Friday 10-minute sports report and get you all set for the weekend. So 10-minute sports report for Friday, May 19th, 2023. It was an incredible Game 2 performance by Jamal Murray between the Denver Nuggets and the Los Angeles Lakers. Jamal Murray scored 23 of his 37 points in the fourth quarter and willed the Denver Nuggets to come back from 10 points down at one point in the game to a 108-103 lead. He was absolutely sensational. He finished with 37 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists. Nikola Jokic had yet another triple-double, trip-dub man, 23 points, an astonishing 17 rebounds, and 12 assists. They did get 12 points from Bruce Brown off the bench. Meanwhile, the Lakers just couldn't hit a shot in the fourth quarter. LeBron James went 0 of 6 from downtown. He has not scored a three-pointer in the fourth quarter of the playoffs yet. He went 9 of 19 from the field for 22 points, 10 assists, 9 rebounds. Anthony Davis was an abysmal 4 of 15 from the field with 18 points and 14 rebounds. Now, Austin Reeves was astounding for the Lakers, 22 points. He shot 50%, 8 of 16, including 5 of 9 from 3. Rui Hachimura off the bench only missed 2 shots, 8 of 10, 1 of 2 from 3, and 21 points. The Lakers were 1 for 20 over the last 3 games in the playoffs in the fourth quarter from three-point land. So the Lakers are vowing to let it fly. They're going to have to because they are facing a 2-0 deficit. By the way, the last 2 teams to come back from a 2-0 deficit in the conference finals were both teams led by LeBron James in 2007 and 2018, respectively. Coming at you tonight, Friday, May 19th, 2023. It is Game 2 between the Miami Heat and the Boston Celtics. Jimmy Butler right now, can he get another one on the road? This is the world's best 8th seed I have ever seen in the Miami Heat. This is also without 2 of their one starter and 1 sixth man of the year candidate in Victor Oladipo and Tyler Hero, respectively. Jimmy Butler is basically playing with a bunch of scrubs, and I don't mean that as a bad thing, but these are not players who would normally start for other teams. These players don't even normally start for this team. So what they are doing is just outstanding. Jimmy Butler is on another level. Eric Spoelstra is just pulling all the right strings, and they are very, very hot right now. Speaking of teams that are absolutely scorching hot, it would be the Florida Panthers. And boy, do I got some stats for you. So the Florida Panthers beat the Carolina Hurricanes in 4 overtimes, 3-2. Now let's get to some of the fun stats. It was 79 minutes of overtime time. It is the longest game, or the 6th longest overtime game in Stanley Cup playoff history, the 6th longest. The next one will actually happen in 2020 between the Lightning and the Blue Jackets. That one went to 5 overtimes and went 90 minutes. Duck Stars was in between there in 2003. The longest was a 6 overtime marathon between the Detroit Red Wings and the Maroons. I have no even idea who the Maroons are or were. and that came in 1936, so a little wartime action. Then the one before that in 1933 was 104 minutes of overtime action. So needless to say, they both skipped their practices today. That came out. Panthers defenseman Brandon Montour had the day off. He led all skaters with 57 minutes of ice time, skating an equivalent of over 8 miles. That is according to the official stats by the NHL. It was a very exciting game. So Florida is up 1-0. Game 2 is on Saturday. Both teams off today. They'll probably do a light practice and get back to it. Coming at you tonight, Friday, May 19th, is Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals between the Dallas Stars and the Vegas Golden Knights. Vegas is on an absolute tear. Dallas has played a couple of Game 7 series right now. And Dallas has not been here in quite a while. However, Vegas was just here a few years ago. It was actually Vegas's first year as a franchise that they actually made the Stanley Cup final. Some news out of the NFL world. All-time great running back Jim Brown, who, funny enough, played for the Browns, died at 87, according to his wife. His wife's post on Instagram on Friday. I guess that's how we announce things. Newspapers are dead. He passed peacefully Thursday night in their home in Los Angeles. To quote her, "To the world, he was an activist, an actor, and a football star. To our family, he was a loving and wonderful husband, father, and grandfather. Our hearts are broken." In 2020, Brown was selected to the NFL 100 all-time team and was also ranked number 1 all-time on the college football's 150 list to celebrate the two sports' anniversaries, respectively. He was named the greatest football player ever by Sporting News in 2002. He was selected in the first round of the 1957 draft. He only played 9 seasons for the Browns because the franchise is so terrible. Why would you want to play 1 year more? From 1957 and 1965, he led the league in rushing 8 of those 9 years. He rushed for 12,312 yards, and he massed a whopping 5.2 yards per carry over his career. He was named to the Pro Bowl every year he played. He led the Browns to a league championships 3 times, winning the title in 1964, and was named MVP 3 times. So in the world of the NFL, they lost a great one. Much like Super Bowl 50, Super Bowl 60 will take place in Levi Stadium in the Bay Area. The NFL owners okayed the 49ers Levi Stadium to host Super Bowl 60. It also, as I said, hosted Super Bowl 50 between the Broncos and the Panthers. This is a sudden change in direction. There was a lot of confidence that it was going to be awarded to Minneapolis when the owners met in for their spring owner meeting next week. I'm sorry, I'm trying to read and talk at the same time, and men, we just can't multitask. The 49ers bid for Super Bowl 60 in 2026 is slated to be approved by the NFL, a league source said, confirming the Sports Business Journal. And that'll do it. I kept it under 10 minutes today. That'll do it for today's episode of the 10-Minute Sports Report. Thank you, everyone, so much for listening. I forgot to tell you what's coming up this weekend in sports, so I will do that just very quickly. So tonight is the Heat Celtics. Saturday is Game 3 between Nuggets Lakers, and Sunday is Game 3 between the Celtics and Heat. So hopefully those will be awesome games. In hockey, tonight is Game 1 between Stars Golden Knights. Panthers Hurricane Game 2 Saturday, and Sunday is Game 2 Stars and Golden Knights as well. So now it is the end of the episode. Checking back in for Monday. I'll do a recap of the weekend's games, get you all caught up for Monday's action. Thank you everyone so much for listening. Go check out a brand new episode of the 4th and 1 podcast on Spotify, YouTube, and everywhere you get your podcasts. Wash your hands, you filthy animals. Have a great weekend. Be safe. Peace out.